Hey everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of the Ask Jeff Show. We are on episode number 26. And as always, if you have any questions for me during the show, just leave them in the comment section below. And make sure that you subscribe to this feed so you don't miss any future shows. So this week we have 3 questions. And the first one is, they said they hired a new admin, but they want to know, they're not sure if they have enough work for them to do, or how do they know if they're overworking them. So for me, like whenever I decide I'm going to hire a new person, I need to know like what tasks that they're going to be doing on a daily basis, a weekly basis, and a monthly basis. So what I would create is like a daily activity worksheet. And here you're just going to list all the tasks they need to do daily. List all daily tasks. So when they come in, this is a sheet that they're going to be working off of. Like, so for me, for my admin, the number one thing, was to call, all the new prospects. I call all new prospects, or anybody that came in for like a first workout. They got to call them within 24 hours. So they come in, we have like a bin system. They go in and grab all the agreement forms from the first workout bin and starts calling them, asking them, how their first workout was, how do they feel, they have any questions about it, and then setting them up, with their nutrition appointment. So they're going to set appointments. And during that nutrition appointment is when we would upsell them to our regular memberships. The other tasks is, after they set the appointment, they move that paper down to the appointment box. People that signed up, they're going to make sure that they are putting, it's going to be more data entry. So just making sure that they're putting all the new members where they're supposed to be. This is just an example of what my admin was doing on a daily basis. So they would be putting all the new members. They'd go like into MailChimp or FitPro newsletter, move them from prospects to new members, making sure that all their credit card information is in there and it's ready to go through after their trial membership is up. So all the data entry would be next. And then 4, we always do like a monthly phone call for our current members just to check in with them, see how they're doing. So it'd be the monthly phone call. For current members. And so they would just start dialing and just checking in with them, asking how they're going, how the results are coming along, stuff like that. And this is really like the bulk of their job was really just booking all the new, calling all the new prospects and booking that first appointment, and then making sure that all of our email lists and the credit card information is going through. That'd be like another thing that they would do on a daily basis is credit cards that don't go through, calling them up, stuff like that. And what I would have them do is put a start and stop time for each task. So like for calling new prospects, I wouldn't have them just put like called new prospects from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. because that doesn't tell me how much work they did. They could have called one prospect, in that hour. So what I want to know is like how many, they got to quantify, called 10 new prospects, talked to 8, set 6 appointments. That way I know exactly how much work got done in that amount of time. And then over time, I can see that they're getting more efficient because they get to know the job better, they're more comfortable with it, they're not making as many mistakes that have to go back and fix, stuff like that. And then I can add, more to their workload. So I would just create that daily activity, checklist. It could be cleaning, cleaning the gym, whatever you want to put on here, that whatever you want them to do daily. Everybody's is going to be different. And that way they know exactly what they need to do each day. And then they're going to track all the hours and the time that it takes to do all that. And then on top of that, what I do is I have my to-do list. So you have your own to-do list. And once people start hiring people, that's kind of funny. Like they don't know what they should be doing, what they shouldn't be doing. The whole idea is to get to the point where you're only doing the things that you have to do. Kind of like this video, like I have to be in the video, but I don't have to edit it. I don't have to, upload it to YouTube or to my website or whatever. But I have to be in front of it. So eventually you want to get to the point to doing the things that only you have to do. So you're going to create your to-do list of all the things that need to get done that day. And then, so I used to use like a notebook, and I just had 2 like identical notebooks, like a Moleskine or something like that. And I would list out my to-do list, and then I'd have the other, so I'd have my notebook, and then I'd have another notebook, put my to-do list on here, and then I'd go through all the items that are on my to-do list, and I'd pick out the things that I didn't really want to do, and didn't have to do, and I'd add it over here. And then I'd also list out, so I'd start adding some new things, some of the things over here that I could eliminate off of mine. And this one would be the new admin or assistant. So when they came in, they would have their to-do list. And I would leave it on mine, but I would put like a little, asterisk or something next to it so I know that I had passed it on. And as my admin would do these tasks, they would just send me a text, such and such done, and then I could check them off my list. And then the things that I had to do, I would do. And I would just add those things to it. So with the daily activity checklist, those are things that should be done every single day. And then this is a to-do list that you're having them assist you or help you out with in getting done. If it's like lunchtime and they've only gotten to like 1 or 2 tasks, I'll check in with them like, hey, are you going to be able to finish the rest of that stuff that needs to get done today? If they can't because of their other stuff they need to do, maybe I will take it back if I have time. But I'll just communicate with them and see where they're at. But I would always go off the 2 notebook system, put out my to-do list, pass on as much as I could, and then have them text me at, when they're done each task. And that's on top of having that daily activity checklist. By doing both of those, you're going to know exactly how long it's taking them to do each task, and if they're not getting done the to-do list, and you know that you're overworking them or giving them too much. But it's really all just about communication and giving them deadlines and talking to them and giving them the opportunity to tell you, yes, I can get it done by then, or no, I can't get it done by then. And you'll know whether you're giving them enough or if you are overworking them. So the second question is, they say, at my coaches meeting, one of my part-time coaches said that we were posting too much in our members group and that the good posts are getting buried, and they also complained that they were getting like a ton of notifications when they log into Facebook and that it's annoying, and some of the members were complaining about it as well. So they want to know, like, how much should they be posting, in their members group? So you have to remember that the group is different than your fan page or your personal profile. Almost if they're active at all in the group, they're going to get a notification. So everything you post on there, those notifications are going to add up, and it can be annoying depending on what the posts are. So you have to be sensitive to that, and just ask yourself, like, what is the goal of my group? So the goal of your members group. These people are already they're already sold, like they're already members. So the main thing here is you want everything in here to be about accountability. Give me some motivation. I would do that through success stories. But you're going to put that kind of stuff on your regular, on your regular fan page and profile, as well. So you don't want, if it's going to go in there, you don't necessarily have to put it, in your group. And really, it's just support. So if people are struggling, giving them support. And so you don't want to put like motivational quotes and posters and just tons of content in here just to have content. You want to make sure that there's a purpose. You could be congratulating somebody, on your regular page too. So just be aware of how much you're posting in the group. The main thing for the group, is accountability, and support. The motivation and congratulations stuff can go in there, but I would just keep it to a minimum. The main thing is making sure that people are actually active in the group and participating. So if you're doing like an accountability, you could just like ask like how their workout went that day, what was their favorite part about the workout, or what they struggle with the most, and just make sure that people are actually commenting and being involved. You can also use the group for current events. So if you have some kind of like your gym's birthday or anniversary of your opening your gym, whatever, you could post in there you're doing a big workout out at a park, or you're having a charity boot camp, something like that. Or if you live somewhere where it snows, you could be like you're canceled because of snow. You could put stuff like that in there. So current events or updates, anything that they need to know. But again, I wouldn't post more than 2 or 3 times a day in the group. When it comes to your fan page, you can post as much as you want, as long as it's good, engaging content that people are going to be interested in and want to consume, because they're not going to be getting overwhelmed with all the notifications on your fan page. But in the members group, stick with mainly accountability, support, current events, congratulatory and motivation, success stuff, doing success stories. You can put those in there, but again, these 2 you can really put on your fan page. It's going to benefit everyone, not just your members. Keep the stuff in the members group, private to just what you want the members to know, not your entire email list or your entire fan page. Hope that helps. But yes, I can see how that coach could get annoyed by all the notifications. I'm in a few groups that I didn't even ask to be in, and then I get all those notifications, and it can be annoying. So just be sensitive to that, and you'll be fine. Cool, and then the last question is, how do I know how much I should be spending on marketing and advertising? I feel like I may not be spending enough. So I talk about this a lot, and when you first get started with marketing or advertising, or paid advertising anyway, you're not really going to know what you're doing unless you go and hire an agency or whatnot. And if you hire an agency, somebody that does know what they're doing, they're probably going to have a minimum ad spend anyway, and I would probably just start there. But if you're going to try to figure it out and learn on your own, then I would start with what you're willing to pay to learn. You're going to start with what you're willing to lose to learn. Because the first time you do it, it's probably not going to work, but you're not wasting your money. You're getting a lot of data, and you're learning a lot of what doesn't work. So if you just don't do that anymore and keep trying new things, eventually you're going to figure out what works in your area, and it's going to be just fine. So, for instance, if your ad budget, and if you're willing, to pay $500 a month to learn, to start with, so $500 to start. And $500, I would say, is like a minimum. You could probably get away with $300 if you're really hurting, but $500 is going to give you more information, more data, and give you the better chance of succeeding. So start with $500, and if you only make $200 back, then the next month I would do $500 again, because you're just going to keep learning, and I would keep doing that $500 until you make more. Because the whole idea with with the marketing isn't to make money off the ads. It's to get people into your promotions, into your gym, and then to upsell them to your long-term memberships and build your EFT. So if I spent $500, and let's just say, it's a promo for 2 weeks. Let's just say $50, just for math's sake. So it's a 2-week promo for $50, and you sell 20 of them. So you sell 20. You're going to make $1,000. And now you have 20 people that are in your program for 2 weeks. That 2 weeks later, you're going to upsell for $197 a month. So say those 20, if you only got 10, and if you use my non-closed close, which you can find in Fitness Marketer Lab, we recommend upselling them that first week, and in exchange for giving them half off their first month. So they commit to the 12 months in week 1. And then at the end of week 2, it just automatically rolls into $100 for their first month. So you would get, let's just say half of them took you up on that and stayed on at the $100, so it'd be another $1,000. So for me personally, I'm willing to spend the money I made off the ad and the promo and the money I made off that first month. So that way I know I have 11 months of 100% profit. So off that $500, I just made $2,000. So I would just take the $500 that I was taking out before and take that off. So my new ad budget is going to be $1,500. Now, you don't have to spend all $1,500 on Facebook ads, because if you tripled your budget with the same audience and everything, it might not be as effective. It might go down. It might be too much. I would maybe spend 1,000. Like, so take that 500 up to 1,000, and then spend 500 on onboarding these 10 people, or the people that you get coming in, with T-shirts, other gift cards, whatever else you can think of to show them that you actually care about them and get them to stay on board. You could do prizes if it's like a 6-month challenge or 6-week transformation challenge, something like that. You can spend that money on challenges or prizes for the challenges. But the new ad budget would be 1,500, and then after that 1,500, say if you make 3,000, and then you take off whatever the ad budget is, and then you just keep scaling from there. But a lot of our best clients that are when you see our testimonials, people are getting 100 to 150 new members in their program each month. They're spending anywhere between $3,000, $5,000, and even sometimes like $6,000, $7,000 a month in ad spend. So yeah, you do need to spend more than what you learn with. So if you're still in a $300 to $500 range, that means that your ads probably aren't effective, or if they are, you're just keeping the extra money, which doesn't make any sense because that money's there and then it's gone. What you want is that residual money, that EFT. So reinvest any profits that you get from your original, ad budget back into, getting more new members into your program. I put together a spreadsheet that I've used for a long time, tracking all of this and this entire process. And just my way of saying thank you for subscribing. And last week was my 25th episode, and I didn't give you guys anything for that milestone. So this week I decided to go ahead and just give you my ad budget worksheet. So just comment in the comment section below ad budget, and we'll send it to you in Messenger. So I will write that up here for you. So you can put ad budget in the comment section, or you could put ad budget no space. Either one will trigger the ManyChat auto response and will deliver the Excel spreadsheet to your inbox. So go ahead and put that in the comment section below. And also, if you have any questions about it, reach out to me and let me know. And that's it for this week, guys. Hope you enjoyed the show. I'll see you guys next time.